Hi, my name is Kelly, and at 33 years old, I was diagnosed with stage 3C triple negative breast cancer.
I'm currently a 2-time stage 3 triple negative breast cancer survivor.
I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at 24 years old.
Stage 2 triple negative breast cancer when I was 8 weeks pregnant.
Diagnosed with stage 2B invasive ductal carcinoma.
Stage 3 triple negative breast
triple
cancer.
positive stage 2B invasive ductal carcinoma and DCIS.
At the age of 11 with AML leukemia.
To stage 2 breast cancer a month after I turned 33.
Non-Hodgkin's primary B-cell mediastinum
I'm a stage 3 breast cancer survivor.
With stage 2 breast cancer at the age of 27, just 5 weeks after having my beautiful baby girl.
Diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 34.
Inflammatory metastatic breast cancer at the age of 37.
Stage 1B triple positive.
Hodgkin's lymphoma in January 2018. I was 34 years old and 25 weeks pregnant with my son.
32 years old with stage 3 invasive ductal carcinoma.
At 31, she was wheeling and dealing, kept on.
One of the hardest parts of my cancer journey was watching what it did to my family. Watching them put their lives on hold for my diagnosis was very challenging, and the hardest part was watching my husband work through days that he wanted to be with me. But unfortunately, life goes on after a cancer diagnosis. It does not halt like you think it would. Your mortgage is still due, your car payment is still due, and bills are gonna still pile up. So he had to work.
My doctors tell me, this doesn't look good. I need you to listen to us. This could go south at any moment.
It is in my chest, and I've been battling it for going on 3 years
The
now.
uncertainty of it. What are the scans going to show? Is the treatment working? What's next on the treatment plan? Am I going to have to do all this again in the future?
I had to do Taxol, and I had to ice my hands and my feet once a week for 12 weeks straight for an hour and a half.
Oh, but money and power don't matter when the doctor said the cancer spread.
The cancer had spread to my bones this time, which leaves me at a stage 4
It's
diagnosis.
just so incredibly unfair, but here we are, and we're fighting, and we'll never stop fighting.
I'll hold my head high. I'll never let this define the light in my eyes. Love myself.
I'll never forget my doctor ending the phone call with, "You're gonna be okay." And to this day, I've always believed it.
No, I'll never give up. I will conquer with love, and I'll fight like a girl.
I am a stage 4 breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed when I was 22 years old. They misdiagnosed me over and over and over because I was so young, and they didn't believe it could be cancer. So by the time they did diagnose it, obviously I was stage 4, but I told the doctors I might be pregnant. The test came back negative. So I went ahead with major surgery, chemo. I had done almost all my doses of chemo, and I kept telling the doctors I might be pregnant. And they said, no, it's the steroids you're on. No, the chemo, it's gonna make you gain weight. You may never have your period again. Anyway, long story short, I had been pregnant the whole time. My baby, I was 24 weeks along before they actually caught my pregnancy, and when they did, they said that I had no amniotic fluid and the baby had no kidneys or bladder, and they actually asked me to abort him. I couldn't do it, so I went ahead against the doctor's advice, and I shielded the baby, did my radiation. I didn't do my last dose of chemo. My baby was born 6 weeks early. They told me he would only live a half hour. He just turned 20, and he's perfect.
In both breasts, 2 different kinds of cancer, and all of my lymph nodes on my left side and down my chest. And I was given less than a 50% shot at life at 36 years old with 2 girls.
Doctor just confirmed her fears. Her husband held it in and held her tight. Cancer don't discriminate or care if you're just 38, with 3 kids who need you in their lives.
they called me to give me the results of my biopsy. It was actually on the Friday of the weekend of Mother's Day weekend. I have 2 children. My son was 9 at the time and my daughter was 6. All I kept on thinking about was that going to be my last Mother's Day with them?
The idea of not being there for my babies, not making it through treatment, and the idea of that for me was absolutely gut-wrenching.
Am I even going to be alive for my daughter's first birthday, let alone her wedding? Help her pick out her prom dress. What am I going to miss out on?
Are my kids going to have to grow up without a mom? That was more terrifying to me than anything.
She made it through the surgery fine. They said they caught it just in time, but they had to take more than they planned. And now it's 4 smiles and baggy shirts to hide what the cancer took from her. And she just wants to feel like a woman again.
My first form of treatment was going to be chemo. I think I cried more finding out that it was going to be chemo than I did cancer, because I knew my husband was going to have a bald wife. I knew that there was no way that I could hide this from my children, that everyone was going to see, everyone was going to know.
For me, losing my hair, you know, it made me feel like a boy. And when I was 11, it was the first starting out to, you know, try to be pretty.
Just take my hand, together we can do it.
What's up there with everything else is having to tell my family after my doctor told me.
My family, they stepped up. My mom went to every single doctor's appointment. My aunt would watch my daughter during chemo. My cousins would come to chemo and do cold capping for me so I could salvage as much hair for as long as possible. My mother-in-law would take care of me every single night. They went so above and beyond, and they were so selfless, and I felt so guilty. I was so ready for it to be over so that they could have their life back too.
I'm gonna love you through it. I'm gonna love you through it.
Never did I ever think that I would truly be getting a phone call with the words double mastectomy, breast cancer, aggressive, and a doctor that could barely form a sentence.
And wondering whether you're going to make it through.
I have 2 little boys, and they're both very young.
I am not a stranger to the dark.
Why I'm sick?
Hide away,
It's taking
they
so
say,
long to
'cause
get
we
better.
don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
So it's been a journey, but I'm doing amazing.
Happiness is a choice that you have to make every single day.
So, devastation turned into the biggest miracles of my life.
Life wasn't over. This was just a speed bump. It was far from over. If anything, breast cancer pushed me to chase my dreams. I found this strength and this determination that I didn't even know existed. I felt almost unstoppable. And I don't know that I would have felt it without a cancer diagnosis.
I won't let them break me down.
trade the last year and a half, no matter how hard and tough it was. Absolutely not. It brought me sisters that I'll hold in my heart for the rest of my life. A sisterhood that never would have formed if it weren't for something like cancer. So while it was a very testing and trying time in my life, it was worth every second.
So I am just so incredibly thankful that you guys took this time out of your day to be at this event. Marie is absolutely amazing, is doing amazing things of bringing awareness to breast cancer, and I am just so incredibly proud of her.
Thank you to Marie and her team. You guys are just doing absolutely incredible work, and I am so happy to even be a part of things. So thank you for asking me to share my story. This is me.